What's up, everybody? This is Same Sis,
But different.
and I'm your girl Shay Live,
And I'm Asia.
and we're super excited. Not only because it's episode 15, and I mean, honestly, time is flying, but
Hey.
because we are highlighting Black-owned businesses all episode.
In episode 13, we talked about ways to activate change in this country, and we gave several resources on how to do that. So if you have not watched that episode or any of our other episodes, get your behind to YouTube right after you listen to this, or listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yes. So in this episode, we're giving you another way to activate change. If you've been paying attention to our Instagrams, we've been pushing this a lot to support Black-owned businesses. So we thought, what better way than to voice, what we thought about supporting Black-owned businesses on our own podcast and bring some people on. That's right. We're bringing some people on to talk about being a Black owner. We're not just going to list them off and, swipe the logos. We thought, who better to tell you about owning a Black-owned business than the CEOs themselves. So we got them on here. And if you're wondering, why is supporting Black-owned businesses activating any kind of change? Well, it definitely shrinks the racial wealth gap. It also helps our communities, and it's just you supporting and celebrating Black culture, among a million other reasons why you should be, supporting Black business. So if you were just wondering,
Let's do our usual cheers. Why don't
Yes.
we? I'm cheersing with water today. I know I shouldn't, but I need it.
I'm not. I am drinking a Pinot Grigio.
Oh, you better go off, love. I'm actually leaving very early tomorrow, and I didn't drink a lot of water today. So
You gotta
I
do
am
what you gotta
drinking
do.
just your natural H2O. What are we cheersing?
All right, let's cheers to Black owners, Black companies, buying Black excellence.
Black,
Cheers.
black, black. Cheers. I really need to be drinking more water. Drink your water, people. Drink your water.
You gotta stay hydrated throughout the day. You got
to. Listen, last week I went and got the COVID test because I wasn't feeling well, and I get paranoid. So they shoved the thing up my nose and that whole nine. And the woman, when I opened my mouth, she was like, "I know your problem."
What do you keep looking at?
What do I look like over there?
Yeah. I'm like, who is with you?
No, it's like the thing on my TV. What is that? The display, and it's New York. It's New York at
I'm like, you are looking upstairs, honey. I'm over here.
It was just so beautiful. No, but the doctor was like, "Ma'am, well, I know your problem. You're dry as the desert, girl. You need to drink water." I'm like, I will. So drink your water, people. Drink your water.
Yes.
All right,
Stay
let's
hydrated.
get to it. Let's get to it.
Yes. Okay, so our first guest is YOLANDA Shortridge, and she is from our home state of Connecticut, and she owns SHYNE Society Cosmetics. So we're gonna bring her in.
Yay.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hi. I just want to say I have known YOLANDA for almost a decade, or I want to say over a decade.
Over.
Hi. Yeah, it's been like 12 years. I just want to say SHYNE Society is lit, not just because I know you, but I'm really proud of you. And I wanted to make sure that you're on this episode because you're just really grinding. I see the work you're doing, and we wanted to highlight, Black owners, especially from our own hometown. So thank you for joining us.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So first, we just want to say, for somebody who hasn't heard of SHYNE Society, how would you briefly wrap up, this is what it is and this is why you need it?
So SHYNE Society is a cosmetic brand that is for everyone, but it's specifically catered to Black women. I specialize in lip gloss. That was my initial thing, but I'm trying to branch off into everything. You know how it's very, very hard when you go into a makeup store to find something that fit us women of color. So I wanted to cater to that because a lot of times it was hard for me.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. I think it's even just hard enough to find a brown, a nude that matches your lip. You're just like, I can't find it. It's either pink or too brown, and I don't know what to do.
Right. And even sometimes, like, I learned over the years that any color actually matches anyone. It depends on, you know, the lip pencils that you use, but it's not portrayed that way. Like when you go into certain stores like the MAC or the Sephora's and you see those bright colors, they're always on lighter women. So darker women are kind of scared, like, I don't want to wear that. That's too bright for me. That's what everybody automatically says. I used to say it, but now I'm like, girl, there's a lip pencil that can kind of tone it down and it's gonna look cute on you.
Love that.
Yes. And what exactly made you want to create a makeup line?
So maybe Shayna could attest, but I've always loved makeup. I would sit down and watch YouTube channels and just try to practice and practice and practice. Then I would watch hauls and I would buy everything that the haul said to buy. I would watch YouTube, go and buy those things, and people would ask my opinion on things a lot because I would always share, like, oh my God, I just got this new Too Faced highlighter. It was great. I would always review things a lot. So then I'm like, I can make my own. I kind of feel like I have a specialty. I know what things girls like. I know what I like. So maybe there's a girl out there like me.
Yeah.
So,
and like you said, I definitely do know because Yolanda used to have her bathroom, like, the entire counter was makeup. All she did was practice YouTube. And then she's like, I think I'm going to start a makeup line. And I'm like, I mean, you might as well at this point. You are spending all of your money on makeup.
Exactly.
But I guess we wanted to also ask, like, what has been the most gratifying part of being a owner of a company?
Just the feedback and, you know, just seeing how people support you, like people that you don't even know. And I like the feedback because sometimes I doubt myself. So when people notice what I'm doing and they give that little, like, girl, you're doing a great job. Girl, I love that lip gloss. Or I'm sold out and someone's like, when are you restocking? Like, you know, little things like that. I'm like, wow, people really like this stuff. So you do have those moments where you doubt yourself and then it's like a quick pick-me-up. And that's what I feel like is the most enjoying part of owning a business. Also making people feel pretty. Like when people send me their selfies and you don't even have to ask them. Like if I'm not asking anyone and they send you and they tag SHYNE Society in their pictures. I really appreciate that. And I love seeing it. I'm like, wow, they must have the product because you're not going to tag something you don't like, you know?
Mm-hmm, right. Mm-hmm. You're gonna take it out, put something else on.
You're gonna be like, I bought this stuff from this girl. I wanted to support her, but yeah, I bought it. But it's gonna go in the back. But I support it, but you know, that's just as, you know, that's it.
Right.
Well, especially during these times that are happening right now. How important is it to buy from Black businesses?
It's very, very important. Like I was listening to a podcast today earlier, and the girl was talking about how the perception of Black-owned business is different. We didn't have this. Like when Black people were to sell things, they would think that they were being hustled and things like that. That she was saying, and we're being those Koreans selling that hair that the Koreans have always been known to buy. We're opening up beauty salons. We're doing nails. Black people are doing nails. So right now it's very important to support those people because we're doing things that we've never done before. And I'm very proud. I'm happy right now, and I want to support Black people. I want to keep it in our community and grow our community because we can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, entrepreneurship wasn't really like highlighted in our community. Like you could do that, you know? So that is like crazy too. And a lot of people, especially in the business industry, are profiting off of Black products that are not even Black owned. So that kills me because I'm like, first of all, you're a whole hair product line, makeup line for Black women, people of color, and you're not Black. Like I'm like, Oh, that's so
Yeah.
interesting. Like, who better to buy your products from the people that are actually using and experiencing, you know, everything that they put into that product. So I'm here for it too.
Absolutely. And
I am
can
proud as
say
well.
that I have purchased lip glosses from Shine Society, and they're bomb. I ran out, so I would be wearing it right now, but I have run out. I'm waiting on the new drops. I know you have stuff coming out, and I also love that you have lashes coming out. So I just want you to go ahead and plug where everybody can find you and where they can purchase and all of that good stuff.
Okay, so you can follow me at Shine Society. That's SHYNE Society, and www.shinesociety.com. Also, yeah, I'm around for you guys.
Yes.
Hey.
So if you need a new lip, honey, head over
Get
to Shine
at her.
Society.
Log on.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank
and
you
sharing your
guys
story
for
with us.
having me.
Love
I really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So next we have Yennie from Trendy Yennie, the next CEO and Black owner of a business. Hey girl.
Hi. Thank you for having me, girls.
Of course. You look gorge.
Thank you. So
Yes.
So again, the last girl we had, somebody I knew personally, me and Asia have also known Yennie for like years on end. It's also been over a decade, I think. But Trendy Yennie is new, and it's all accessories, correct?
Yep, statement pieces. I do have some like apparel pieces, but it's really just like up in the air. What sticks to me as a statement piece?
Okay, so statement pieces. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that brings us to our first question then.
What inspired you to own your own business?
I would say I was inspired a lot by family. I come from a family of creatives, whether it's music, poetry, art, making jewelry, home decor. So we just always been very creative in my household, and it's just something that I feel like everyone should have like their baby. It's like, since I don't have any children right now, this is like my baby. I just love when people ask me like, "Oh, where'd you get that bag?" or "Where'd you get that those sunglasses or something?" So I just decided that I want to provide that for people now.
So cool.
Awesome.
You've always been one of my most, I would say, like uniquely styled friends. I also say that about Asia all the time. Like you guys have your own style, and I love that you said statement pieces instead of just accessories. But I want you to kind of describe what Trendy Yennie is and how it came about.
All right, so the name came about kind of really randomly. It's something I always wanted to do was to have the business, but the name came to me and it stuck with me as soon as I got it. It was the nickname my brother gave me when I was very young, Yennie. So after he passed away, I just decided that that was something I had to put in there, and it was also because it had his name attached to it, or feelings for him attached to it. It's something that I would really put my all into. So that was really like what really pushed me to do it, because I started making jewelry at first. I started doing like the contacts, which I'm still doing too. So I had my hands in a bunch of things, but once Trendy Yennie like popped in my head and I just knew I had to do it, it's just something that I'm gonna keep pushing. It's like near and dear to me.
I love that. So I know that you have brought us some products, little statement pieces to show us. So yeah, I'm excited to see them because I only get to see them.
We want to see them, honey.
Yeah, I'm like, I only get to see them on Instagram. But as you share them, can you give us like a little bit of your thought process and what goes on in creating or, you know, giving that to your customer? Like what goes behind that?
Well, for me, I really wanted to find something that I haven't seen yet, something that would like definitely turn heads. I wanted to always find things that like were statement pieces. So in my head, I'm always looking for something that's different. I'm always looking for something that is just not normal. I can maybe normalize it or bring it back, maybe. So I will go ahead and show you a few of the pieces. This particular line is like very industrial glam. So I
love that bag.
Yeah, so the bag comes in silver and in gold. And just like for a business owner to other business owners, I want to let people know, like, you know, it comes a lot of trial and error with this, with having a business too. This bag originally had a chain, so it can make it like the option to wear it long or to wear it just as a handbag. But I have to sell them only as handbags because they didn't all come with chains. So, you know, I could have taken that and just been like, I'm not going to sell the bag at all. But someone was like, just sell them without the chains. So
Yeah.
like, okay. Yeah, so it's trial and error, but I really love this bag. I've gotten so many compliments on it, and they'll be available when the website drops on June 19th.
Yes, Juneteenth
Ooh.
in a couple of days. And I just want to also point out to, like, I know a lot of my followers are like sports driven girls. And for whenever we can go back to stadiums, a lot of the stadiums you can't bring in, well, football stadiums, you can't bring in like a bag that you can't see through unless it's like super tiny. So those bags are so perfect because it's stylish. It's not like one of those like, you know, the ones that are just clear and ugly.
Yes.
So I'm like, that works. And then also if you're going to the beach, like it just works everywhere.
It's super cute.
I really do. I can show you another product if we have enough time.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so it's another handbag. It's a sling.
You know,
bag.
I'm all in it. I'm like saving pieces. Yes.
So it's a sling bag.
Oh, that's super cute.
It really just holds like the wallet, your ID, small lip gloss, you know, little small feminine products for us women can fit in this bag. I've been in that bag for maybe like the past 4 months, and it's like so durable. It's heavy. It has great quality, and I'm just happy to have it because I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I just picked it.
It's super cute, and I love
those.
like long like straps, especially like that, where you can double it up, make it shorter, and have it like hang a little bit more, so you can style those. Like, I like that bag.
Thank you.
So you said that the website is dropping on Juneteenth?
Yes.
Perfect. So before we ask you to plug yourself, I was about to skip over this question. We just wanted to know, like, in your opinion, how important is it, do you think, for people to be buying Black and supporting Black-owned businesses, especially in the time we're in right now?
I think it's very important. Where a lot of those big corporations who we might know what the CEO is, they're coming out and they're not supporting us. I just think it's really big right now to support each other, and it looks good, it feels good. I think like with every business, sometimes you might find something that you don't like, and people are so quick to say like, oh, I'm not going to shop Black no more because of one little mistake. But I think if they want us to get big as we can be, we have to be consistent, and I'm just happy to be a part of that pool of people that can provide for my people and other people too, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
I love that.
So where can everybody find you, and where can they log on Juneteenth to purchase?
So my business Instagram is Trendy Yennie. It's TRENDY YENNIE. The website is www.trendyyennie.com, all one word. It's looking
Celebrating Black all day. I will be purchasing, so you know, I'll screenshot and post on my page, and I think everybody else should as well. If you go and shop Trendy Yennie, make sure that you're tagging her and putting other people on to the cute statement pieces.
Yes, congratulations on your launch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
And we cannot wait.
Yes, I'll see you guys soon.
So our next Black owner, Black CEO, is another friend of ours, CHENISE from Reflect Beauty Co. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here with you guys.
Of course.
Thank you.
So backstory, KEARA has done my hair a few times. She's out in Atlanta though. So anytime that I'm in Atlanta, I'm like, can you do my hair, please? And now you have your own salon, you have your own hair care collection, you are just killing it. You have a new hair growth oil. So we want to get into everything that you have going on. But first we want to know, like, what made you start your own hair care line to even begin with?
Well, just a little backstory. I started a full line of products back in like 2017. And I always just wanted something of my own. But if I was honest, I didn't really know what I was doing. It was just like, okay, I'm a hairstylist. It just makes sense. But as with that failure of it failed back in 2017, and now I think me kind of evolving as a hairstylist. I went from wearing extensions and, you know, long hair to 26 inches, all that good stuff. We've all done it. Now that I'm more embracing my natural curls, I said I wanted to cater to my clients with more kinky, coily textures, because I realized there's like a lack of knowledge as it relates to, you know, women with like us who have highly textured hair. So there was a need that I wanted to fill. So that's why I kind of relaunched, revamped, kind of switched up the products, and now we're here.
Yes, go off. I love that. Shayna and I always it's a constant conversation of ours with our hair and our different curl pattern. And we've talked about it often, probably on several of our episodes, but we did have an entire curly episode. If you haven't listened to it or watched it, go on our YouTube or Spotify.
I'm like, yeah.
But we both use completely different products. But the one thing that we've been kind of tiptoeing and trying out different things is oil, because I just learned this year that I shouldn't be like drenching my hair in oil. It's more so on the ends. So I learned that tactic this year, but I'm very into trying to figure out you know, oils and what their actual purpose is and all that good stuff that comes with the hair oil. So can you tell us a little bit about your new hair oil and why everyone needs to use it?
Well, first and foremost, the base in our oils are castor oil and sweet almond oil, and they're both very light. I direct my clients to use it directly onto the scalp or like in their conditioner. Like you can actually add a couple of drops into your rinse out conditioner, leave it on, and use it as a deep conditioner. But the main focus of it is to cater to hair growth. So if you're experiencing any thinning, male or female pattern alopecia like me, I currently, as a child, I've always dealt with female pattern around my edges, and I noticed it genetically with my mother. So I wanted to develop something. It's mixed with, we have neem oil, we have Indian herbs such as amla, brahmi, bringrish, all types of like ancient medicinal herbs that promote hair growth. And actually saw palmetto is an organic element of Rogaine. So if you see, you get the product Rogaine or the active ingredient in Rogaine, saw palmetto is actually the natural version of that. So you'll still get that potent hair growth benefit without all the harsh chemicals that you find in all these big brands. So a lot of my customers have been experiencing within a week, they're seeing edges growing and they're like, girl, I haven't had edges for years and my edges is on 1,000. And I'm like, girl, yeah, to the point where it made me, it kind of like boosted my confidence. I'm like, I was using this for a while behind the scenes on my hair and my clients, but I'm like, you know what, let's birth a product during this pandemic. Like, I'm at home, I need some money. And that's another thing, Shayna, too, like that kind of pushed me to do the oil because I was in a pandemic. I have to figure something out. I got to put the pedal to the metal and make the money.
Yeah.
So it's doing amazing. It's doing way better than I thought, that I anticipated. So I'm just grateful. Like, God is good. He's been moving in this oil and these edges is coming in.
I know that's right.
I right after this call, I am purchasing that oil because I need it.
I got it.
I need it. Yes.
The herbs at the bottom. All you gotta do is shake it. That's what you gotta do.
When we are done, we'll be getting a new
and by the way, it's on sale. It's retail for $32. Shameless plug. It's retail for $32, but it's on sale for $20. Use code BLACK20 at checkout. Get to it. You buy black.
Okay.
Buy two.
Doing it.
Before we get you out of here, we just wanted to also know your opinion on how important it is right now and just always to support Black businesses, in your opinion.
Absolutely important. I feel like a lot of times in our community we'll hear, oh, Black people don't support, or Black people don't, you know, we're not educated in certain things, but I found that that's not to be true. I think the issue is that we will support, but we won't continue to support. So I think my biggest thing is like, I want us to keep that flow. Like, we've done it before. We've had the Black Wall Street. We've had all these grand ideas and grand, you know, corporation, it's possible. But if we can stick together, we can link together, and we can use our resources, our knowledge, our education to build each other up, we can really be on the brink of something remarkable. So I think it's important for our money to stay, you know, flowing, especially because we have the buying power. Like in any industry, you'll see that the African American culture, which I believe is so almost ironic, how we have the least amount of resources, right? So you'll see these other big companies, they'll have all the resources, they have generational wealth and all types of stuff, but we're the ones spending the most money with the least amount of resources. So that just goes to show that you don't need granddaddy, grandpapa to have all this money. You may not have the solid foundation, but you can use what you have right now to make sure we press forward and, you know, remain dynamic in this world. So it's important for us to continue the spread, the flow of what we're already establishing. Absolutely.
KEARA, that was so well put. I love that you said all of that. But we also before. Can you go ahead and plug where everybody can find you, where everybody can purchase, and all that good stuff?
All right, let me get my So you can find me over at Reflect Beauty Co. on Instagram, also reflectbeautyco.com online, where we offer hair care products. Right now is our oil, but we will be adding shampoos, conditioner, stylers, so stay plugged in. You can subscribe to our insiders list and get 15% off of your first order. And don't forget to follow the CEO, the founder, the beauty, the Black Queen, CHENISE on Instagram. I'm gone.
Yeah. Thank you, KEARA. That was amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for coming on.
Thank y'all.
The next Black owner, Black CEO, I'm going to say it for everybody, is Rocky Collins. And he is the owner of a skincare company that is just for men. So all you ladies that are watching us on our platform, this is for Bay, okay? This is for Bay right now.
Welcome to the show, Rocky. For Bay.
All right, thank you for having me. All the ladies, don't attack me. I just had to do it for the fellas one time.
You know, sometimes it has to just be for the Black men.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. So,
so our viewers and our listeners have definitely seen our bays come on the show a couple of times, and I know that I'm like steady. Every time I see my fiance Trey's face, I'm like, is that a pimple? Should I pop it? Should we get into that? Like, I know, I'm so bad, but I'm very excited to have you on and to kind of hear your whole perspective and everything that you've got going on with your business. Can you explain a little bit what your products are about? And yeah, I'm really excited to hear it.
Yeah. So for me, I've been into skincare for a long time just because I feel like confidence and self-esteem awareness is so important, no matter like who you are, what community you're in. I mean, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you really just have the confidence to approach whatever it is you want to do, whether that's like launch a podcast or launch a clothing brand, or even just like go into work and kill your presentation, or to shoot your shot in somebody DMs. You know what I mean? Everything kind of stems from everything kind of stems from how you feel about yourself, and I'm a big believer in that. And so a little bit over a year ago, I was actually working at L'Oreal in their men's division with their men's skincare, and I was just so mad because they just were not focusing on people of color. They weren't making things that I could use that was right for my skin. And I tried like the Kills of the world, the L'Oreals, the Clean and Clears. Like I would be in Sephora paying $68 for a face wash just to try to find something that worked for me. And I couldn't find anything. So I was just like, you know what, if it's not out there, then I'm just going to create it. And that's pretty much like what made me even look into it in the first place.
Well, where did CaliHndsme come from?
Like the name?
Yeah. Is it just because you're not from here?
No, I'm not. So if like the handsome part came from me just thinking about like, all right, what does every guy want to be? Like, you just want to be handsome. You want to be that guy. And because I'm not from here, every time I go home, all of my friends were always like, oh, you got that Cali glow. You Cali glowed up now. So it just became like an adjective for a heightened version of something. So when it came
Got
to
it.
thinking about the skincare brand, it's like, not only do I want to be handsome, I want to be CaliHndsme. So that's how I got the name.
I like it.
Well, before I ask my next question, I will give the kudos and the compliments. Your skin is
fire.
okay. I like you're talking and I'm like, wow. Like 0 pores on that skin.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, I've been using my own products since May of 2019. I have not used anything else since. So when I found that unlock, I was so happy. And then I was like, yo, I gotta put this out there. I gotta give it to the homies. I gotta give it to my friends, like my friends for their dudes and their fiancés. So yeah. I'm happy that people really vibe with it.
I know that a lot of skincare brands have like a regimen, like a cleanser, toner, et cetera, et cetera. Does your line provide that as well? And part 2, what is your thoughts, and do you have sunscreen? Question.
Yeah, for sure. So part 1.
I'm like, now that I have you here.
I know, right? Well, listen, I'm here. So let's get into it. So I do have a regimen. My brand encompasses 3 products to start with. I have the face wash, I have the toner, and I have the moisturizer. I just chose to start with those 3 products just because I wanted to give guys something that's like easy, no brainer. This is what you got to do, bro. Wash your face with this first. Use this toner on a cotton pad or spray it on your face, and then put some face lotion on your face, not your body lotion. Here is something that is made and healthy for your face.
Keep it simple for them.
Yes, because there is a difference. So it is a 3-part system, super easy. I got even some questions today in the DMs where this guy was like, hey, my face has been struggling. I want to really clear it up. Which one of your products should I get? And I'm like, well, honestly, if you really want the full effects, then you really should do all 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to wash your face and then use a toner, but you're not going to put any moisturizer on, you're really not doing it.
You're not doing the whole process.
Yeah, you're not doing it justice. You're not giving yourself that full effect. You know what I mean? It's like brushing your teeth without toothpaste. Like, you're brushing it, but if you're not using toothpaste, then like, what is the, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Maybe it's not that bad, but and then part 2 to your question, I think sunscreens are incredibly important. I do not have a sunscreen yet, again, just because I wanted to just make it super simple for guys. Like, here is the bare minimum of what you need to have clear skin and to kind of help guys get some of that confidence and self-esteem back. But I definitely want to get into a sunscreen for sure. And I think it's a terrible myth that Black people don't use sunscreen. That is awful.
I'm so glad you said that. That's where I was going with this.
Oh, yeah. The myth that Black people don't need sunscreen is ludicrous, and it really doesn't make sense, and it's very important. And so that's definitely something that I'm a huge advocate for, and I will be pushing that as part of the whole foray into getting guys into taking better care of themselves and their grooming habits.
Cool. I think it's very cool that you did a 3-step for guys, because guys are like, more than no, that's too much. You need what? So that is like,
I be telling these guys like, yo, bro, all you need is 5 to 7 minutes, like if that, and you good. Like, you don't need to.
Once people see results, they'll do it.
Oh, absolutely. That's like probably one of my biggest wins with CaliHndsme so far is the amount of repeat customers that I have. Like, once guys try it and they use it and they see those results, those are the guys that are in the DMs. They are like, yo, I don't know what this is, but this works. And the compliments for them are crazy. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Love it. Well, last question. We just wanted to know your opinion as far as how important it is for people to be supporting and buying Black, just in general, but also just in the times we are right now.
The real power and how anything changes really is in the economics of it. It really is where you're putting your money. Like, you can want these brands to behave differently, but if you're continuing to put your money in their pocket, you're not really giving them a reason to change, because you're not really hitting them where it hurts. You know what I mean? I think that's really like the next step after the protests. Like, definitely make the noise. People need to stop. They need to listen. They need to recognize. And then after you make the noise, you need to make demands.
Absolutely.
And just the way of the world, especially the United States, we're a capitalist society, a capitalist economy. The way to really make your demands and make people feel it is when money is involved. So that's one side of it. And then the other, just more importantly, we just know, like, as minorities and people of color, we're already at a disadvantage when it comes to launching businesses and creating wealth for our communities. And in particular, a lot of Black businesses, they're not only just launching new businesses and brands, they are launching brands that target problems specifically for us. Like CaliHndsme was birthed because I had a problem finding a skincare regimen specifically for Black men. You know what I mean? So if we want to keep serving ourselves with products that are good for us, whether it's like hair products or skin products, like, you really have to support these business owners who are trying to do that, and that these bigger institutions might not be willing to fund because of their race or their gender and identity and all of that type of thing. So it really is like, if you want to see the change, you need to put your money behind the things that are pushing it forward. And we all know Black people are magic. We are hyper intelligent. We are so forward thinking, whether it's like fashion, beauty, business, and a lot of inventions and all of that sort of thing. And we just have to continue to feed that. We really are magic. We really are a special people. And it would behoove us to do whatever we can to push that forward.
And that's on what? That's on period.
That's on period. Thank you so much for giving us all that knowledge. And I definitely learned a lot. I was very excited to meet you and very excited to talk to you. So thank you so much.
That. Thank y'all for having me, for real. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Before we let you go, can you plug where everybody can find you, where they can find your products?
Yes. So my name is Rocky Collins. I'm on Instagram at the Rocky Collins. That's TheRockkyCollins. The brand is CaliHndsme, and that is on Instagram at CaliHndsme. We took the first two vowels out of handsome, so it's at CaliHndsme. And then you can find everything on the website as well at www.CaliHndsme.com.
Love you. We can't wait to buy both of the trays, the whole line. And we are definitely telling all of our listeners to go and buy Bay some good products, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Queens, for real.
Thank you. So our next Black CEO and Black owner is Darnell Smith, and his brand is Live for Today clothing brand. What's up, Darnell?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Cannot complain. We talked to 4 Black owners before you, so we're very inspired, and we can't wait to get into your story. So for people who haven't heard of Live for Today, what can you tell them about the brand and why they should buy it?
Yeah, so first of all, thanks for having me on here. I really appreciate this, and y'all giving a platform for us Black CEOs definitely is huge. So thank you both for that.
Of course.
But yeah, so Live for Today clothing brand. Basically, so first of all, I am a co-owner. It's owned by me and one of my good friends, F.A., who was my teammate at Ball State. And we want to start a brand that really promoted a positive message. And the whole message behind it was to inspire others to be great. So a lot of us have dreams and goals that we aspire to reach, and we always put them off. I know I'm putting myself in that bubble. I always say I'll wait next week or I'll wait next month. And the whole message behind it is take actionable steps today. Why wait? Because if you keep waiting, at some point you're going to get older and older and look back and just live in that world of what if. What if I would have did that? What if I would have done that? So the whole message behind Live for Today, man, just inspire others to be great. Don't worry about all the negativity or haters that may not believe in your dream. Go after it full speed and start today.
I love that.
You're right. That's a great message. If anybody doesn't know Darnell, before we get to the next question, he is like the most positive person that you could ever meet in your life. Me and Darnell work together like daytime job, work
Right.
together. Working with him Monday through Friday is like, I be going into work sometimes and we go in early and I be like, don't nobody talk to me. And Darnell comes in, hi everybody,
Right.
doing at a mere like 6 a.m. So when he says like he is pushing for a good message and to motivate people, like he lives that every day. Just to put it out there.
That, man. Shay, I know the mornings when to speak to you and when to just fall back and wait a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, you know.
That's a friend. That is a friend. Okay.
Yeah.
So your line is, you would say, fitness, athleisure. What's the inspirations behind the designs for each piece?
Yeah, so starting off with a lot of our original kind of classic, t-shirts and gear in general. We want to keep everything kind of basic, kind of simple. So the actual logo, as you can see on our shirt, it's the LF with the palm tree. The reason we use the palm tree is it signifies life. It signifies just again that positivity and kind of that freedom to chase after what you want. And the palm tree is really the main part of our logo, the main part of our brand. So, we substituted the T and use the palm tree for that. So, that's where the inspiration came from, the logo, but we really want to focus more so on the actual gear itself. As we've really dove into the brand, over the first few months of just launching and learning more about the industry and what works and what doesn't, we really learned that the gear speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? The logo definitely, is a huge part of it and, is a part of our message. But if people don't like the actual gear itself, then they don't care about the logo. So that's kind of where we're at now. We're got a lot of things in the mix, a lot of new gear on the way that we're super excited to announce once that time comes. And, but yeah.
Well, it's been a crazy time for us all this entire year, especially most recently. We've asked this question to all of our guests just to kind of get their opinion. So what is your opinion about buying Black right now, buying Black from Black-owned businesses?
Oh, I think it's huge, and obviously maybe I'm a little biased because I am a black owner, but even before I became that, I was always huge in putting money back into our own community. That's the only way I feel like we can really uplift and come out of this poverty and really bring wealth within our own community. We can't count on anyone else to necessarily invest in us. We have to do that. And when you really do your research, it's a lot of dope brands and restaurants and a lot of, just off the top of the head, I went to Taco Mail like last week and had the craziest burrito with 3 meats in it. You know what I'm saying? It was fire, and I'm like, why don't I go here more often? You know what I'm saying? So that's just a quick example, but I think it's huge, and we just got to do our research and really see that, man, there's a lot of great Black CEOs out here doing big things, and us investing is huge.
I agree.
Yes, for sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that everybody goes and checks out Live for Today clothing brand. So go ahead and plug all where people can find you, the social media, everything.
Yes. So our Instagram, you can find us at LFT Clothing Brand. And then our website is lftclothingbrand.com. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back.
Hey.
Instagram is LFT Clothing Brand. And the website is lftclothingbrand.com. We got some new gear on the way on Juneteenth, brand new website, and we got a brand new logo. So stay tuned.
Love that.
We are proud of you. Congratulations.
We are so excited to celebrate Juneteenth. One of our other Black CEOs has a launch on Juneteenth as well. So everybody's going to be taking all my money on Juneteenth. I already know.
Yes. Put it back into
the Black business.
Yes, we got some.
But thank you, Darnell.
Thank y'all so much for having me. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Talk to you soon.
And our last but definitely not least, Black owner and Black CEO is Bri Wise. She is the ultimate entrepreneur as a stylist, author, owner of MASKON, and a creative consultant, teaching aspiring stylists to be stylists, honey.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Well, first, I just want to ask, I mean, I know the most recent business you have is MASKON, and it's a perfect time to have it as all this crazy coronavirus stuff is happening. So just talk to us about MASKON and why it was so important to you to start it.
So it's me and another business partner. His name is Chris Roy. We came up with it because we felt like people were literally just walking around with paper on their face, and also not having any, like, anything to stand for. So it was like we were just walking around. At that point, nobody really knew what was going on, and you know, we wanted to make a statement. So a lot of the things that we said on the masks were representative of what we felt, and they were like covered, faith over fear, we will rise, walking by faith. So things that were bold statements that people could have, and not just paper that you throw away. You know, something you could keep. There's filters in them. They're comfortable. So yeah, that's how we came up with the line. Something more personal.
So dope.
Yeah.
All right. That's so funny that you said about the paper, because when everything started happening with the pandemic, like everyone needs the mask. But then I heard, like, if you put the mask on and you can blow, like if you can light a lighter and blow through it, I was like, wait a second, what is this? So it's amazing that you created something that's not only stylish and inspiring with the messages that it says, but also actually protecting you from getting sick. Like, it's not just a fashion statement. Like, we are featured over here on MASKON. We have it all together.
Yeah, and we also even have custom ones. So if somebody wants like their custom logo on it, we can do that for you too. So we had a couple restaurants, that reached out and put their logo on it, or personal one-offs. We did all that.
When we start getting together,
okay.
It is not a bad thought. Well, we definitely introduced you with all of your titles and what you encompass and what encompasses Bri. But when I first met you, I knew you to be, a stylist to the stars. So how exactly did the transition from your passion and love for styling and turned into your profession as a stylist? How did you start creative consulting for other people?
Okay, so I actually was a stylist for 12 years. I started off as a basketball player. So I played basketball the whole first part of my life, all the way up to college. And my freshman year, I was at Midnight Madness, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, because I found out of the fashion club at the school. And from working out morning, afternoon, evening, it was like 3 to 4 different workouts a day. I couldn't do anything else. And I knew I really wanted to jump into fashion. So I literally just stopped right after Midnight Madness, joined the fashion club, and then I did an internship with a program that they had there. And while I was there, I ran into a designer who, it was like a pop-up for him. And just say, you know what, if you have anything during the summertime, let me know. I would love to intern with you. He was like, take my business card. And so I called him a month before summer, and he had a job for me in New York. So I moved to New York for that summer, and I was only a freshman at that point. From there, I just consistently started reaching out to people to intern with. But there were so many times where, just as a creative, you want to hustle and just be exactly where you want to be at that very moment. And you don't want to have a 9 to 5. You don't want to do all that stuff. So I went broke like twice. Had to move back home from New York twice. Moved to LA once and came back. This is my second time in LA. But once I found my niche, the type of styling I really wanted to do, and then my mentors, and just built my actual business development behind styling, that's when everything opened up for me. So, I mean, it was from assisting and interning to booking my own jobs to working with Sony. I did my own New York Fashion Week show at least 4 times. Under Armour, Live Nation. So yeah, I built my book for a while. Throughout my career, I built websites and did a lot of creative branding. So I literally just do it from the ground up. So if you have a product that you want to sell, I help you do the marketing, build the website, create the content, and then put a plan together in order to hit your goal. So that's kind of how I got started in doing creative branding. But then, I started getting reached out to by different schools for styling, and decided to build my own course as well as a book, just teaching people like what my story is, more so the mindset that you actually need in order to be an entrepreneur in any industry, but I say as far as the fashion industry because that's the area that I'm in. And then it created into an actual full-on course, and I just launched it during this whole pandemic, but I was sitting on it for a while. It's like, you know, something that's like your baby. You feel like you don't want to let it out.
Right.
But I did, and it's been great. So it's a lot of information inside the course. It's about a 7-week-long course. And then at the end of it, I added on some different bonus webinars, which is what I've been doing every now and then lately. I just add the full-length webinars inside, so it's just extra content for, you know, students to
That's amazing. Like, that's totally cool. What we have been asking to all of our guests today is basically, you know, how important is it for people to support Black business, to buy Black, not just during this time, but in general?
I definitely think it's so important so that we can keep, you know, the money circulating within us. I actually did go to predominantly white schools, but I wasn't raised in predominantly white areas. Like my family is from, you know, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Not to say like that's a bad area or anything, but you know what I mean. So it's just like being able to see both sides of things. I was able to see how other cultures keep money circulating within their community. And I feel like we're so quick to give the money to other people. And if we keep it amongst ourselves, our children and our children's children will have their own legacy and be able to build so much more than what we can right now, because we don't necessarily support Black businesses the way we should. So I definitely think it's so important to do that, just so that we can build the wealth amongst ourselves.
Yeah, it's support.
Yeah.
We just need to support each other. So
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Enlightening us and giving us a little background of what your background, what you're doing currently, and your business, MASKON. Can you leave us with all the names and places that we can find you, plug everything?
Yes, so my Instagram is Bri Wise Style. That's BRIWISE Style. And my website, if anybody is interested in applying for my course, it's the same thing as briwisestyle.com.
Right there. Go ahead and follow. Make sure that you click the link in your bio too if you need masks, if you want to get there quickly.
Yes, masks. If anybody needs masks, please join or follow MASKON.today. If you want a custom one or anything.
I was about to say, you want that custom mask?
Yes, MASKON.today.
Yes, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Love you, Bri. Thank you.
So that was some of our fave Black-owned businesses and CEOs to talk to you guys about their brands, their products, and everything. All of the links are going to be in our bio, and we put them across where you can find them. So make sure you guys are supporting Black-owned businesses. Obviously, we can't put everybody into this one episode, so we have thought about doing part 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s to just highlight Black owners. But we will have another link in the bio with a bunch of different Black-owned businesses around the country that you can look into.
100%. I think for us, can be a little part of us continuing the movement and continuing spreading knowledge and giving you guys resources, because we definitely do not want to go ghost on anything that's going on right now. We need to push through. We need to give you all the information that we can, and we love it back. So leave us comments.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you're a Black owner, you own a Black business, leave your @ below. We definitely want to keep doing these. So
yes. And like we said, support is major keys for us all, so that it can go past our community, because that's the biggest thing. We want to be at a level where people acknowledge great work and great products and great businesses. So yeah, let's just do our part, do the work past social media. So hopefully you guys are having as much fun listening to this and learning it as much as we are doing it. Yeah. Also,
and this wasn't
forget,
just for Black people, okay? Because I know we have a lot of different ethnicities that watch the show. So this is also for you. If you're looking for a way during these times and in the future to, you know, be a part of the Black community, it is supporting Black business is a great way to do so.
100%. We love you as always. We will see you and talk to you guys next week. You know where to
make
find
sure you're following us.
Podcast on all platforms. We can't wait to talk to you and hear from you soon. We love you guys so much. See you next week.